Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kim Zolciak solidifies her divorce with one bold move. There is a lot to unpack when it comes to the divorce of Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann. After over 11 years of marriage, they really seemed like the perfect team. However, the veil has been lifted, and they are both going after one another. She initially wanted physical and primary custody of their 4 minor children, with Kroy getting joint custody. Additionally, she asked for spousal support. Then, Kroy doubled down on his wife and said he wanted sole custody as well as their Georgia home. More so, he wanted Kim out of it and to never return. To add insult to injury, they said that their kids were first and foremost in their lives. Then it looked like Kim's eldest daughter, Brielle Biermann, unfollowed Kroy on Instagram. This was shocking, as he had been her and her sister, Ariana's main father figure for over a decade, even adopting them. Now, Kim Zolciak has chosen to make a bold statement, per Us Weekly. She has ditched her wedding ring, which can be seen in her latest Instagram story. As she is wearing a cropped white tank top with her blonde hair messily pulled back, Kim is seen adjusting headphones. Both of her hands are visible, and it is clear that she does not have any rings on whatsoever. Yet, for Kroy's part, he has added to his IG bio that his ring did mean a thing, which is a play on one of Kim Zolciak's first songs. Though she requested that her last name be restored to Zolciak from Biermann, her social media accounts still reflect her marriage. According to some in the Bravoverse, this is quite the shock. Andy Cohen, who has seen Kim Zolciak from her early days on RHOA, was stunned. "I sent my condolences because it's a sad thing. They have kids, and that was just a couple that seemed very much in love. I was very surprised. That was not the news I ever expected to get. They were a couple that I thought they were in it for the long haul. I was very surprised, and I am sorry to hear that." Lala Kent also chimed in on how it made her reflect on what she wants for herself. This is going to be a very interesting journey. Kim Zolciak, reality television's iconic blonde bombshell, was never one to do things quietly. Her life, whether on The Real Housewives of Atlanta or Don't Be Tardy, has been one for the spotlight, and now, with her marriage to Kroy Biermann hanging in the balance, she's been making waves once again. Just when fans thought the divorce proceedings would mirror the usual Hollywood separation, Kim Zolciak took a step that had everyone talking. She solidified her divorce with one audacious move, leaving friends, family, and fans both shocked and, frankly, in awe. Kim had been married to former NFL star Kroy Biermann for over a decade, a relationship that began with fireworks and defied many naysayers. They were known for their intense chemistry, loyalty, and the brood of 6 kids they raised together in their lavish Atlanta mansion. But as often happens in the world of reality TV, the cracks in their relationship became impossible to ignore. Whispers of financial issues, disagreements over parenting styles, and Kroy's post-NFL struggle to redefine himself outside the football field added to the already immense strain on their marriage. Still, the public wasn't prepared for the breakup to turn so bitter. When Kim filed for divorce, fans speculated that a reconciliation could be in the cards. They had reconciled before, after all, and besides, the pair always seemed to find their way back to each other. But Kim wasn't backing down this time. The last decade had been both transformative and challenging, and her priorities were clear. She wanted peace, stability, and a fresh start. To prove just how serious she was, Kim made her intentions crystal clear with a move that left no room for doubt. Her decision? Kim listed the family mansion for sale, a sprawling, palatial property that had been a cornerstone of their shared life, often featured on Don't Be Tardy. That home was where countless memories had been made, where laughter and tears had filled the walls, and where the couple had shared their lives with fans. It was their ultimate love nest and their biggest financial asset. Yet Kim was willing to walk away from it all, valuing her freedom and future more than the echoes of the past. She made it clear she was no longer tied to the life she once shared with Croy. The move to sell the mansion wasn't just symbolic, it was a statement. Kim understood that divorcing someone she had shared her life so publicly with required a complete severing of ties. By listing the home, she wasn't just ridding herself of a physical space, she was disentangling herself from the life they had built within those walls. For Kim, this was more than a sale. It was the final, irrevocable end to a chapter of her life. Real estate agents came in and out, and the house was staged to perfection. A bittersweet transformation for Kim as she watched rooms once filled with personal touches become stripped down, market-friendly spaces. Even the kids noticed the shift. They had grown up in that house, and seeing it prepared for new owners underscored the finality of the divorce. But Kim was steadfast. She reassured her children, keeping her focus on the bright future ahead. Friends were divided. Some believed that selling the mansion was an inevitable practical step, but others saw it as Kim's final act of defiance. To them, it was an unmistakable sign that Kim was unwilling to look back. She was choosing herself. It was a surprising yet fitting end to a relationship that had started so passionately, only to unravel under the weight of life's unpredictability. Of course, Croy was less than thrilled. The house represented his dream as well, a testament to his successful football career and the life he'd provided for his family. Watching it slip from his grasp was heartbreaking, and he initially resisted, attempting to convince Kim to reconsider. But Kim was unyielding, and eventually even Croy had to admit that selling the house was for the best. They needed to close this chapter if either of them were ever to find peace. For Kim, this bold move wasn't just about leaving the past behind, but about reclaiming control over her life. In the years of their marriage, Kim had lost some of her fire, focusing her energy on raising their children and supporting Croy through his ups and downs. But now, she was determined to rediscover herself, reminding fans, and perhaps herself, of the strong, resilient woman she had always been. As the house went up for sale, social media buzzed. Fans left messages of support, applauding Kim's decision to take charge of her future. Others, however, lamented the end of a union they had watched blossom on screen. But Kim didn't seem fazed by the mix of reactions. In classic Zolciak fashion, she announced the listing with a simple, unapologetic message on Instagram. "A new beginning requires a little demolition. Watch me build." Offers poured in almost immediately. The mansion's allure, along with its now famous owners, made it a hot commodity. And while Kim navigated the bidding process, she was already thinking ahead. She had plans, goals, and ambitions, things she'd put on the back burner during her marriage. Now, she was free to pursue them without hesitation. The mansion sale became a turning point, not just for Kim, but for Croy as well. In letting go, they both faced the reality of their new lives. Kim took on new ventures, throwing herself into her businesses with a renewed vigor, embracing the challenges of single motherhood, and diving headfirst into a new chapter. For Croy, it meant facing a future outside the security of their relationship, yet he, too, began to adjust. Kim's move was bold, yes, but it was also deeply courageous. She knew that to redefine herself post-divorce, she had to leave behind not just the relationship but the symbols that tied her to it. The mansion was one such symbol, a reminder of both love and loss. Letting it go allowed Kim to step forward unburdened, making room for the life she was creating anew. In the end, Kim Zolciak's decision to sell the mansion wasn't just a real estate deal. It was a declaration of independence, a message to her children, to Croy, and to the world. She would not be defined by her past. She was ready to reinvent herself and to do so boldly. And as she watched her mansion go to a new owner, Kim could finally say goodbye to her old life and welcome whatever the future held with open arms and an undaunted heart.